of poverty. I served in the military. I had to fight years for my military benefits. In Massachusetts, we have over 85,000 veterans that have incomes below $35,000. This is the war on the poor. Domestic tranquility is not being secured. I felt cheated, thinking how this country would rather appropriate funds for national defense, having the power to declare war instead of providing funds to lift the load of systemic poverty. And this is wrong. A visible expression of homelessness or poverty is homelessness. That's not promoting the general welfare. It's promoting poverty. While the rich have a winter mansion and a summer home, I have no home. This is social violence in every form. No house, no health, and no hope equals death in the streets. The rich continue to exploit the poor. Unfair housing policies lock us out of affordable apartments. Rents are high and wages are too low.
Teach him.
We need to cancel the rents. This is why we are fighting. We may be hopeless, but we are not helpless. This is why I am in this movement, the Poor People's Campaign. We are the hope of tomorrow. I am one of the 140 million. While vacant high-rise buildings sit empty, stomachs are empty. Where is the security and blessings of liberty, I ask? How can we go to church on Sunday and walk over a homeless person on Monday? No! We are the workers, and we are the people that built this country, and this is ours. And we won't be silent anymore.
Thank you, Sabina.
Forward together. My name is Jamel Hill, and I'm from Georgia. And I want to talk about the promised land. Abraham and Martin heard the voice of God directing them and listened. Between that time, our founding fathers dreamt of a promised land, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And while we may have crossed into the promised land, now is the time to do more. Like our forefathers, the work is not done after crossing. And now is the time to subdue, to overcome poverty and systemic racism, to bring under control the trauma afflicted on our children, as almost 50% of children in Georgia are born and raised in poverty. In Georgia, almost half of our children grow up worried, unhappy, frustrated, and anxious. There are few opportunities, but an abundance of feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness. Our children are born without hope. Our children are bullied and judged. They don't get to go on school trips, but they do get to go home every day to gun violence, overcrowded homes that offer no safe place to do homework or play. Our children are often embarrassed. They lack education and they inherit poverty. We have health issues. We are exploited for labor while we suffer from inflation and lack an ability to invest. We suffer from corruption, disease, insufficiencies, terrorism, high crime, mental illness, starvation, and drug abuse. Here in America, where we have the worst poverty rates out of the world's top 25 economies, we have the working poor who cannot afford health care or are not offered health care. In Georgia, we have poorly funded, understaffed volunteer medical clinics for those that work 40 plus hours every week, but aren't offered health care. We have homeless people paying $1,500 a month for Airbnbs, while others have homes with no lights, no waters, tin roofs, held down by cinder blocks, molded walls, and floors. The working poor who cannot afford a set of 4 new tires without robbing Peter to pay Paul. The working poor who, if the AC, fridge, or stove goes out, we can't afford to buy another. While the rich vacation in their second, third, and fourth homes, we just want to be able to go to the grocery stores. We just want to provide a nutritious meal to our family. But fruit is $15, a salad is $15, and food is $10, and minimum wage is only $7. Y'all, we won't be silent anymore.
That's it. Let us welcome Reverend Dr. Bernice King to respond and say to America why we must listen to these voices.
Forward together. 54 years ago, my father launched the Poor People's Campaign to revolutionize the economic landscape of our nation. Unfortunately, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did not live long enough to see it come to fruition. However, on June 19, 1968, my mother, Coretta Scott King, was here in our nation's capital during the initial Poor People's Campaign to deliver a very powerful message on poverty. She stated, and I quote, "Too long we suffered pious platitudes and made faulty promises to our less fortunate." She made the appeal that poverty is not only a long-standing evil of this nation, but an actual act of violence against the dignity, livelihood, and humanity of its citizens. 54 years later, poverty still has a grip on the soul of our nation. So today, as a bearer of my parents' legacy and as the CEO of the King Center, I join in solidarity with the chorus of voices that say we won't be silent anymore. Thank you, Reverend Barber, and thank you, Reverend Theo Harris, for helping to keep this part of my father and mother's legacy alive. And thank you for keeping the movement going. Today, we are here to awaken the conscience of the citizens of this nation. We're calling upon those who have ears to hear, tongues to speak, and hearts to respond, to join the movement to rid this nation of the evil and violence of poverty. You have heard the real stories of those who suffered the injustices of our nation, a nation that refuses to open their eyes to the inhumane realities of poverty, a violation of the dignity, worth, and value of people who are made in the image of God and after God's likeness. As we listen to these voices, we can attest to the reality that poverty in all of its forms is violence. We have a moral responsibility to speak up, to stand up, to show up, and never shut up until all of our brothers and sisters can rise from the shackles of oppression, depression, suppression, and the real violence of poverty, until they are set free to live with the dignity of a livable wage, humane living conditions, just working conditions, access to affordable health care and housing, and the freedom to participate in government, the freedom to prosper in life, and the freedom to peacefully coexist. When I was growing up, my mother used to always remind me and my siblings that somebody has to cut off the chain of violence. Well, I'm asking all people of goodwill and conscience to join us in cutting off this chain of the violence of poverty. I'm asking all citizens, power brokers, and politicians of this nation to pledge their voices and their work toward the elimination of poverty. For those who would argue that there is a deficit of human resources, my response is absolutely not. The deficit is in the human will. 54 years ago, when my father launched the Poor People's Campaign, he called for a revolution of values and a radical redistribution of wealth. I make that same call to our nation today. And do not be fooled into thinking that the issue of poverty is someone else's problem. As my father said, we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. tied in a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. Have you considered how the existence of poverty in our nation affects all indirectly? Think about it. The last time I checked, the least of these is quickly turning into the most of these. If the current economic crises or my sisters and brothers' stories today haven't put you on notice, let me inform all people of goodwill, even those that believe they are exempt from this epidemic, that poverty won't stop at low-income workers. Poverty won't stop at the suburban middle class. Poverty won't even stop with the business owners and business executives. Poverty is a system that will continue to consume more and more people, beget more violence, disenfranchise millions, and leave even more underserved until our nation and our people commit to creating the beloved community to dismantle it. And it's going to take all of us to do our part to make this happen. We must work from several different angles. While there are those in our society who are turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to the ever-increasing rent for poor and low-wage workers, stay tuned, because I'm working on a pathway to transition them from being renters to becoming homeowners without the requirement of a credit score. As I stand here today, hearing this pain and suffering that my brothers and sisters who are in the grip of economic injustices and inequities are enduring, the evidence is very clear that this nation is guilty of violence, of theft, of oppression, of exploitation, of abuse, of extreme neglect, and the absolute abandonment of the poor, and should be indicted on the misappropriation of resources and the complete misalignment of values, which, if corrected through nonviolent direct action, could lead to the total, direct, and immediate abolition of poverty. Too many systems, practices, and politics have sought to silence these voices that we are hearing today and these stories that are being shared. But we refuse to allow silence to reign supreme, because I hear a cry coming up from the backside of this nation, from the depths of poverty where life ain't been no crystal state. I hear a cry from the mothers and children that have been left by the wayside. I hear a cry from the cultures that have been suppressed by the hands of poverty. I hear a cry from the hungry, the tired, and the forgotten. I hear a fiery cry coming up from the 140 million Americans that won't be quenched by the lukewarm words of apathetic politicians, systemic racism, or the presence of war. A cry that won't be quenched by corporate greed or excessive materialism, but will require a great reckoning and realignment of our morals as a nation. Until we get there, though, we won't be silent anymore. So I encourage you to keep sharing your stories. My brothers and sisters, keep standing up and keep speaking out. Keep your eyes on the prize and know that God Almighty is with us. God's words reminds us that the darkest hour is always before the dawn. So don't you stop now. Don't you get weary in well-doing. Walk together, children.
That is going on right now, and look at that. I got a little shadow up there of my dang light. It's a shadow up there. You guys don't see that, though. You guys do not see that. Let me go ahead and get that down. I wanted to put that up because it is Juneteenth. Even though it is Father's Day, it is Juneteenth. It is the official day. There's a lot of barbecues going on. For a lot of you people who do not know, barbecue started a long time ago. We used to get that meat and whatever they had, and they used to go ahead and do their thing, and that's how barbecue started. Barbecue is a part of us. It's not just a joke. It's really an actual. It's part of us. It's something that we did. So eat some food today. And like I said today earlier in the video, I said, hear a story and then share a story. If you hear a story and share a story, you can actually help. Okay. Being able to speak about something and share something will actually help you. And then you'll be able to do that to more and more people. And then that's where they get the word of mouth, word of mouth. And then someone else may want to learn a little more. And then there you go. It opens up a whole new can of worms. So I hope everyone, I know for a fact there's a whole lot of people that forgot it was Juneteenth. I did deliveries today, and I went to some homes, and a lot of people did forget that it was that it is Juneteenth because it was Father's Day, but it is a good thing if you are, Father's Day gets slept on. So if you got two things that happen at one time, so that is pretty good. So even though a lot of people will celebrate it tomorrow because it is a regular bank holiday. So people will celebrate it tomorrow. If there was school, there will be no school. Okay, so it is an official holiday. So whatever you guys are going to do tomorrow, go ahead and do. Just do know that you're not getting paid tomorrow because the banks are not doing any transactions. It is a full holiday. Yeah, buddy, we got one. We got a good one too. We got a good one. I wanted to go ahead and share that first little clip there. That was Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter. Okay, and you guys can go ahead and check out what's going on. And that's the poor people's. It's a mass assembly. There's people from all over the place. There's people from all type of different states. They're going speaking and letting people know what is going on in their states. So it's the Poor People's Mass Assembly. They have a lot of great speakers there. There's a lot of people there. Why I put that up in the first beginning, which a lot of people don't know, is a lot of the gig work things, they are bringing those issues up there also. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not just for the homeless. It's for people that are working and can't do this. If something happens, there's not enough money for it. So that is what it's for. It's the Poor People's Mass Assembly. There's people from every single state, multiple cities and counties from certain states, and they're bringing the awareness. They're bringing the awareness on what's going on where they live and what people can do to actually help. So it's something that is going on, and they put it on for today on Juneteenth just so that they can show that it is for everyone. It is for everyone. They've had people from every single race breaking it down on what needs to happen, and they're talking about how the middle class can get help. They're talking about how the poor people can get help. They're talking about trying to make mass things happen. Lots of great speakers were up there, and they had to go ahead and bring Martin Luther King's daughter up there. Go ahead and check her out. She sounds like her father, got fired like her father, and was bringing the juice right there. But I put that up, and I know when I had it up, a lot of people came in and then they hopped out because they really didn't know like what's going on. Is this a Juneteenth thing? Is this some type of? I wanted to bring that up because they're speaking about jobs that people have, that people feel that they're not getting paid enough for this and that, and a lot of the gig work jobs were being brought up there in that place also. So these are things that a lot of content creators who are gig workers need to understand, that there are multiple things going on where people are actually trying to get the word out. I put that up there so because I told you people this is hot facts, and always trying to get the word out there and showing people that we're trying to do something for the gig people too. So at this mass assembly, they were going over all type of jobs that are underpaid and what the pay should be. They were going over how much this and that cost, and then your rent, and then all of this cost this. They were going over the cost of healthy food and everything. And then, some people were speaking out that people have delivery jobs, and they were going into all of this stuff, people. There's rallies going on. There's things going on. If you guys want to know what's going on, go on the internet and look up things. Type up things in your area, in your city, where you are from. Type those things up and let those texts come into your phone so you can actually know more than just getting up here and watching on YouTube. You got to be more active if you really want to help the whole situation. You got to be a little bit more active. And being active doesn't mean you have to be at the mass rally there. No, being active means you are getting the information as it comes into you, and you are applying it to yourself, and then you are having the effect of that you're putting out with the action. Okay, so that's what I mean by being active. You can be active on these things. And I put that up there because there's a lot of gig workers that don't know that there are people actually going and fighting for certain things. And it's not just a thing on gig workers trying to get unionized, but guess what? All that there is spoken on there too. There's more than just gig rallies that go on. There's big rallies like this that they're bringing everyone in, and they're bringing everyone's information to the table so they can fix. So people, you all need to be aware of these things when they are going on. Don't click past the C-SPAN channel. Don't click past things when you see government leaders speaking on TV and you're like, I don't want to watch this. That's what you need to be watching. You need to be watching to figure out what's going on, and then it can actually help you in the long run. That is what you got to do, okay? So if you are just joining in, the beginning of this live is what I'm speaking about, and it's the National Poor Man's Assembly. It's a huge mass. Now, poor man doesn't mean homeless. It means that if you are going now, putting down your foot, and you are working and you're doing your thing, and it's still ridiculous how companies keep raising prices and raising percentages on everything, and they still try to not do anything else to help people with jobs that aren't getting paid enough. So I put that up for the Juneteenth, just so people can know. I said Juneteenth earlier. I said it's going to be a great day. It's a day for something special. And if you have never been a part of something special, that today would be the day to try to be a part of something special. And as you see, they have a huge mass going on there. Then they have other celebrations going on other networks. And my dogs are going crazy right now. And I don't know what they're going. There's nothing right there. There's nothing even right there. There's nothing even right there. They're just looking at the wall. They're just looking at the wall. That is strange. I must have a ghost. I must have a ghost or something. That is just strange. Wowzers. But yeah, put that up there. I let people know that if you want to do something special or be a part of something special, then start it today. Right now, you could be learning about, all the people that are out there fighting, trying to give people who are doing other jobs better pay. You can see how they're trying to give people in gig, in the gig space, more pay. You can go ahead and learn about that. You can also go learn about more of the celebration and where it came from. You can go ahead and watch that. They got that stuff going on. And then on CNN, people, you can go ahead and get some Earth, Wind, and Fire and all of that. And they're going to be doing tributes and dropping little gems there. So it could be a whole day of learning, eating, and I don't care who you are. If you like the Dave Matthews Band, you like Earth, Wind, and Fire, okay? If you like Paul McCartney, you like Michael Jackson. If you like, what's the dude that's like Michael McDonald? He's the British dude, Rick Astley. If you know who Rick Astley is, you can have a sit-down good time. Man, eat, listen to some music, learn some things. You can just sit back. If today you got invited to a black barbecue and you are from another race, man, I guarantee you is just sitting there eating and just listening. I guarantee. Pick up things, people. Hear a story, share a story. That's how it all works out. hear a story, and share a story. Don't be afraid to share your story. Don't be afraid. Some of these stories are really, really good stories. And then some of you guys will get introduced to some superfood. And then check this out. The best thing you can ever do is like, let's say you bring someone, let's say someone from like, let's name somewhere like, let's say you bring someone from like Sri Lanka, okay? You bring them to the barbecue, right? They go taste the barbecue and the food. I guarantee they're gonna ask questions about what it is, and they're gonna figure out to compare it to where they're from, and they're gonna make the most best super barbecue of all time. And then you're gonna have some Sri Lankan barbecue from whatever they eat. Yes, that is what can happen. Hear a story, share a story. Hear some spices, taste some spices, go create. Yes, that stuff is there too. That stuff is there too. But to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of them. And even if you are a mentor, there's a lot of mentors, meaning that like teachers, people that, they still have them at some places, the people at the parks that have the thing for the kids. A lot of kids spend a lot of their times with certain mentors, and the mentors don't get any credit because they don't have any kids and they don't feel like that. But their leadership and their how they mentor the kids that they're dealing with, you guys get a happy Father's Day too, because there are some kids who's got their fathers locked up, and that mentor figure right there is putting in some good words and some good knowledge in trying to keep that kid straight because that kid talks to them. So give them a happy Father's Day too. Like I said earlier, I was on a live earlier, and I said, fathers are us. That's what we do. If you ever hear somebody say, we're uncles to the nephews out there, that's pretty much what it is. Fathers are us. We got to kind of work as a committee because it's a lot of them that's not there. So we got to kind of be an uncle at all times. So if you out there dropping knowledge to the youth and they listen to you, you get a happy Father's Day too. Yeah. That's from Hot Facts to you right there. I hope whoever went out and did work today did well. Father's Day morning went pretty well. I cannot complain. I cannot complain about that. So if you did go out and get some Father's Day love in, I hope you had some good Father's Day love. We got a little bit of salt in the parade, though. We got a little bit of salt in the parade. I guess it seems that I'm getting some people upset when I mention Diamond Driver in Uber. I guess it's okay to read it and know that it's there, but it's not okay to show the stuff that you are a Diamond Driver. I guess that's irritating some people. I've gotten messages. So people, I'm just putting it up there because when people say that they're hiding tips, I'm trying to break it down so I can see it from your guys' level. So I have to break down the order today. When it came in, I saw exactly what it said. It said $10.74. Like, when it pops up, it says the name of the place. It said $10.74. That is what it said. And it showed me the exact location of the house. It showed me all of that because that's what it shows me. When I clicked it, and I went and picked it up and I delivered it, they gave me $3.04. So I clicked on the order and I opened it up. And it said the base pay was $1.78. It said there was a service fee or something for something, and it came to $3.03. So I said that's what the driver would have saw. They would have saw the $3.03 and not saw the $10.74 how I saw. But since I showed it and explained it, I got some real backlash. I got some backlash, people. They're saying, I'm getting messages saying you don't have to say you're a Diamond Driver. I know what I'm talking about and things like that, people. Here is the reality, people. Here is the reality. And it's hard sometimes because some people create their own reality. They create their own reality. If someone says, I have proof of something, right? And they show you the actual proof. from the side where you get the acceptance in to go ahead and do it. If you show someone from that side and actually show it from that side, that would be the truth. If someone says, hey, go and watch it, you can see yourself. You go and watch it. That's the truth. Now, if someone does not have that same clearance to see all what someone else is talking about, they can't create the gray area and say, I think this is, and because I've gotten an order that looked like that, or because it says after the customer tipped me extra, it was hidden. No, they told you the customer tipped you extra nice. That's what it is. The customer tipped you extra nice. But there's not, you can't try to create a gray area. So I'm trying to figure out. So today I actually figured it out. I saw that it would have just showed the driver $3.03, and the rest of it would have been the $10.74 that they would have got after. I saw that today. I saw my $10.74. Then once I clicked it, I saw what it said, base pay, and it said that. That's what the driver is going to see. They're not going to see the rest. So that's all I understand. But they're telling me that don't talk about Diamond Driver, but it's okay to talk about the customers are cheap and they're not doing this, but it's not okay to talk about a certain level that they say they have for you to get, and it's not okay to talk about that level. It's like to leave that level as taboo. If you get to that level, you can't talk about it. You have to be at a level to where everyone is, to where you have to talk like everyone. I'm not going to talk like everyone if I only understand it, but at least I have the decency to try to break it down in several videos so I can understand from the other side. I could have gave up and said, man, I don't care. What I'm saying is right. At least I went to try to get the investigation done, because I did say to anyone, I said, can anyone please show me? I said, send me a screenshot of when you get your order. Show me a screenshot of when you get your order, or you can even do the screen record it. Show me the whole sequence, and you can see how mine looks. And no one has done it. No one wants to do it. Everyone just wants to talk. But I'm saying, show me like that. Show me what you see from your end. I don't know what you see. Just show me what you see. That's the easiest way to fix it. Show me what you see, and I'll show you what I see. And then we'll put the both together so everyone can see, so that no one can just everyone can just stop the lies. Because once you stop the lies, you can start moving forward. Once you start moving forward, that makes for better delivery drivers. You don't want to be grumpy and mad all day. Just like some people, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, some people look for other channels and other rooms to get into just to get influence to start talking about something. It has nothing to even do with them, but they just want to just go and just blast it off. And that's Anna. I know that's Anna. Anna, Ava is in Irvine still, my mamas. See you later, okay? I said Ava's at her grandma's house still, Anna. Okay. I'm telling you, people, I know my daughter's friends. I know their knocks on the door and everything. But I'm just saying, people, if someone can just please send me how it looks on your end, and then I'll show you how it looks on my end, because I can't even have my wife do it, because my wife is a Diamond driver also. So there's no way that I can say, hey, let me see your phone once you get to order. Hers looks the exact same way mine does. So I can't even get no help there. And people, I'm not gonna stop saying I'm a Diamond driver when I'm talking about the benefits you get as a Diamond driver. I'm not gonna just say certain tiers or this. No, I'm a Diamond driver. That's what it is. You can't get mad because I'm talking about it. What kind of stuff is that? That's like getting mad. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Getting mad because I say Diamond driver. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, what kind of pettiness is this? And this has come from like 5 people, so 5 too many though. One was too many. One was too many. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know. But what is wrong with that dog? Yes, go back that way. What is wrong with that dog? What is wrong with that dog? My goodness. Man, people. Gee whiz. Now, if anybody feels me saying Diamond Driver is bad, just let me know. Just let me know. I won't say it anymore if it offends people that I'm a Diamond Driver. This is ridiculous. Do you hear what I'm talking about? Do you guys hear what I'm talking about? I'm talking about a Diamond Driver. Diamond Driver. Diamond Driver. If anything, you know, like you could have made up something like talking about getting mad because I say Diamond Driver. People could have got mad about anything else. They could have made up a lie. They could have made up a lie, and I would have felt a whole lot differently than getting mad because I say I'm a Diamond Driver. Hello. They get mad because I say that, and I'm like, gee whiz. You could have made up something. You could have made up that I bought my subscriptions or something like that, and I would have felt a whole lot differently than saying, you know, getting mad because I say I'm a Diamond Driver. I'm not going to say any names, but it's at least 5 people. It's at least 5. And there's a I'm gonna just say it. I don't care. It's Father's Day. I don't care. I'm gonna just say it. There's some type of no work order. There's a no work order. I'll just say that. There's a no work order. It's kind of a it's a no work order. No mention, no reply, no work order. That's just what I want to say. It's a no work order. So everyone that works with me is pretty much a renegade. Is pretty much what I'm saying. So yeah, I figured out some things. I figured out some things. You know, all the circles are as tight as what they say they are, is pretty much what I'll say. So there is a you're not gonna find a text with it. You won't be able to dig it out like that, but there is a no work, no answer, no reply, or order. So I do have one of those going out in this it's only in check it and check it. It's only in this gig economy. So not to all, okay, not to all. That's why you see me, I branch out a whole lot more. So there is one of those in effect, there is one of those in order. So it is what it is. I would rather everything just be out there in the open, so people can stop asking me certain questions. And this is no disrespect to the people that have asked me the questions. People, you guys do know that I have my email is up there. The email is up there, and the text message line is up there. So I do get messages, people, and people ask me questions about certain things, and I'll just go ahead and say it. People ask me, how come you haven't worked with so and so? And I just say, I don't know. You would have to ask them. And that's the only answer I have. I don't have anything else. But I do know what I do know is this, that like the non-work order is in full effect though, because all of the emails and all of the send outs and everything else that I'm still waiting on the replies back, and I don't want to send too many more replies back, because then the narrative will be like, oh, someone's begging you or something like that. So I just let them sit, and I'm just waiting for the returns. I'm just waiting for at least the return message that just says something else, something like, hey, I can't for this reason, or not the boom, and just leave the door open. So there is one of those going on. So for the people that do send the messages in and you ask me those questions, that's why I have not worked with X, Y, and Z. Believe me, I tried. Believe me, I have tried. But there is a no work order. So that's all I'm going to say. And I'm not going to get too much more in detail with that. You would have to ask the other people about the whatever. And if someone says something else, I have always had the open seat here. I have asked multiple, and it was there. So it is what it is. So there's maybe like 15 or 20 messages that have asked me, how come I haven't worked with X, Y, or Z? So that is the reason. Right there. What is wrong with this thing? What is going on? What is going on? I don't know what's going on. Whatever. I'll just put it back like that. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. So you know what? And I've been waiting to actually give this answer out. I've had at least 10 of these messages just sitting there for at least a month. And the first ones were not like working with. It was like I just put them all in the same. It was how come I haven't seen you, and or something like that. So it wasn't a working with thing yet, because I haven't unleashed my what is wrong with these dogs? I haven't unleashed my my plan on me reporting and everything yet. So it wasn't a working with thing. So, but there's like 2 or 3 of those. If you take those out, it's still from the 15 or 20. It's still 12 to 15. So, but I've been sitting on them for a cool little while now, and at first I wasn't gonna answer them. I said I'm just not gonna answer these because I don't wanna answer them. But then I'm like, well, I answer everything else and I read the comments for all the other subscribers and people that do it. I said I can't just not answer this out loud. I do everything out loud. So that's pretty much what made me want to go ahead and just say this stuff so I can say it out loud. At first I wasn't thinking like that, and then as time goes and you watch certain things and reactions and things like that, it starts to all make sense and then fit there. And so once it all the way did that, and it marked it, like the X was marked and I can visually see it, I was like, wow. So yeah, so for those of you who have asked that question, that is why. And it goes into saying, and I have some people that pay attention to where they have asked, we saw the ad about the interview about so and so. So they know about an advertisement that I put up for certain people, and the interviews didn't happen. There are some of those up there. So these people that asked me about those interviews that were advertised on coming, and the interviews have not happened yet. So there's other people that are watching that notice that. So I thought I was actually, like, by not saying anything, I thought I was actually keeping it on the hush, but there's nothing on the hush. Someone is watching. Someone is watching. And because of that, I had to come out and answer these questions that the people really asked me. And there it is, people. There is a give me one quick second. All right. Yeah. So I had to let these things out because I was asked, and I was pretty much backed into a corner to where I could not run anymore from not answering the question. So let me try this. So it is what it is. It is what it is, people. There is that's what it is. So that's why there's a lot of branching out, and that's why I told people that HotFacts is its own brand. So there's people everywhere. There's people that own different businesses. There's people that do different types of life, artists, musicians, there's entertainers. There's all type of people out there, and that's what I intend to bring to the table with HotFacts. There's politicians, there's school leaders, there's all type of things that go on. And actually, I'm trying to there is someone that left a comment and they gave their reasons on why they do not use any delivery service as a customer at all. And I am trying to tie this person in to being on screen. So everyone that does, because this person refuses to use the delivery service and states all the reasons why. So but they don't know about all the no tip, no trip stuff. So I would love to have a serious, and I mean a serious supporter of no tip, no trip to really talk to a customer and talk how they talk about customers to a customer and let the customer respond from the customer end. I would love that. So right now I'm trying to tie that person in, and I'm waiting for at least one person that's a no tip, no tripper who's got a heart like me to step into the lion's den to be able to say that no tip, no trip stuff, go make a sandwich. I want someone to say that directly to a customer who says they don't use the platforms because of this. And I'm waiting for one strong now there's millions of views for no tip, no trip. But I am looking for one strong no tip, no tripper. I'm looking for one from all the millions of views. I am looking for one serious no tip, no tripper to really talk that stuff to a customer who really does not want to use the service because of all the bad service. I'm trying to tie that customer in right now to be here on HotFacts. Now, from all the content creators and all the people that watch the content creators who go into the chats and type, I'm looking for one strong no trip, no tip, no tripper. I'm looking for one strong one who really will sit here in front of a customer and really say, go make a sandwich. I think this. I want them to really say it to a customer so people can really see what the whole deal is all about. Now, if we all know where I stand on this. So, you know, there's no one that want to just come up and challenge me about that. No one really has come to challenge me about that because I proved my stuff. Now, I am a customer also, so I'm on the side of both me doing it right and the customer side. So I'm saying the person, I'm saying you're not going to be coming at me. I'm going to be the moderator. You will not be coming at me, but as the moderator who knows every single side, customer, do it right, and I know how if I wanted to do it wrong, I can go ahead and be the moderator. But I'm looking for one no tip, no tripper with heart. Find one. Find one with heart. Find one with heart to be able. Now, I want you guys to understand this. The only time this has happened was when I was on Pedro's show for the debate. I am the person that went in there asked to work for your tip, and I'm taking all my orders, and I went into the lion's den to the no tip, no trippers. I myself walked in and represented everybody else that doesn't like me. I did that myself. So people, that gives me enough to say what the hell I'm saying. I actually did it, walk the walk and talk the talk. And right now I'm about to pass them up on my both highest videos are going to top both of his top highest videos. I already got one that's past one. I'm just waiting on this one and maybe a week. I got this one and maybe a week will top his number one overall. So I walked in the lion's den, walked the walk, talk the talk. Okay. Now I'm looking for someone on that side to come over here and walk the walk and talk the talk, just like how I had to do. Now let's see where the cojones are. And I want them to do it not to me, do it to the person that you guys talk the crap about. But the person that I'm trying to bring on really hates the delivery services because of all the bad stuff that delivery drivers does. So I want to bring that person on with the classic no tip, no tripper. I want to bring you guys on and we can let this thing go. So I'm looking for one. Now, I know you guys watch a lot of content creators, so this extends to your content creators. These are the ones that mainly preach the propaganda, so it would be perfect. It would be perfect if a commenter got an Al Sharpton. It would be perfect if a commenter went ahead and got somebody else. Okay? Okay? What's the dude's name? Rush Limbaugh. It'll be perfect if a commenter got the Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, that's even perfect. You guys already know where I stand. You can come and get me anytime. I am right here. You can come get me at any time. But I'm asking for that one. There's millions of no tip, no trip views. I'm asking for that one no tip, no tripper to really put the walk with the talk together. And then I want you to say, go make a sandwich. You can afford this. This is luxury. You're going to get it cold because if I look at it and I don't like it, you're going to get your food cold. I want you to go ahead and say all that stuff. And I want the customer to be like, wow, you're doing all that stuff. And I want you guys to break it down. And then that's when I moderate and let them know about power on how they can, they don't, you know, I can go ahead and break it down. But that's what I'm looking for. I already have, look, this customer that I want to bring in, I want to bring in that customer specifically on the hatred for the delivery driver, okay? Specifically, that's why I want to bring that one in. But I have a list of people that I can bring in as customers, okay? But I'm just waiting for that one person. I'm waiting for the one person that preaches all of that stuff so that we can really start this open dialogue. Yeah. That is what it is right there. I'm going to be working on that. But in the meantime, you guys have seen me in front of Planned Parenthood. You guys have seen me with the homeless guy. You guys have seen me just go out there and just get random things. I'm coming with more and more stuff. And I got something else that's going to be coming in next week. I'm waiting on my guy to get back. He should be back in town tonight. I got to give him a call, but I should have something planned next week that should be going on for the future with HotFacts. So I'll let you guys know about that after I get in touch tonight with him. But yeah, more interviews. I got 3 interviews. Got 3 interviews next week. I got DJ Melonfunk. That's going to be tomorrow on Monday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Hot Facts with Robert Reese. In the middle of the week, there's going to be Jonathan Rivers, engineer, entrepreneur, okay, and drone operator. Okay, then we're going to have the family there that cooks. We got the Daily Mom and her husband there. They're going to be on Saturday at, I'm going to actually, what time did I say? I got to send you the time because, yeah, I got to send you the time. I have not done that yet. And Arturo Does It All. I gotta narrow down the Arturo Does It All. And Roy will be Roy. Your reply about the news that you wanted me to do. Like I said, I did it 2 days ago, but Roy, I do want to get you on here. I do want to get you on here just to bust you a little bit, so we can go back and forth on some things. So I will be trying to get in contact with you as soon as possible. Roy and Roy's Critter Corner. Go ahead and check out Roy if you guys don't know. If you guys like tarantulas, centipedes, you guys like snakes, you want to learn about all type of other things like that. Really exciting stuff right there. Go ahead and check out Roy's Critter Corner. Okay, go and check out Roy's Critter Corner. Now, Roy, see, I can go get Roy, but I can't get Roy. Roy is from the same cloth as I am. Like, Roy would have to be a moderator. Roy can't be, because Roy understands what to do, what not to do, how to protect yourself, how not to protect yourself. I need a classic no tip, no tripper. I need a classic no tip, no tripper, someone that can really, these dogs messed up, man. They messed up my settings on my green screen, man. And I can't change it doing work. I'm gonna leave it just like this, whatever. I'm gonna leave it. That's even worse though, doggies. That's much better. That's much better. Wow, that's much better. All right. Sorry for that, but these dogs ran crazy and I really couldn't do it. And I said, let me just try that. And I did that, and that was good. And that was good right there. But so we have some good interviews coming up next week. I'm going to try, people, if you don't know, when I'm not on here, I appear on other channels that have nothing to do with the gig economy. I am spread out there a little bit, is what I would say. So there's a lot of people on channels that I appear on that I don't advertise here. But I'm going to be trying to bring some of these people in on the channel also to just to drop knowledge on certain things, laws, rights, a lot of different things that I have my hands in. And I do appear on other channels and I do speak about certain things. So I will be bringing in other people from other channels also, so you guys can actually get more of an understanding on just everything. It comes to running a business, from doing this, doing that. The more variety of people I have to get in front of everyone here, the better overall I can potentially help a listener out there. And that's what it's all about. You help a listener by bringing in positive things and trying to help someone grow. And for those of you who do not know, I am streaming this on Twitch also. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this really quick. I'm gonna just put Twitch right there, and I'm gonna just do that. So I'm on Twitch at Hot Facts with Reese. I messed up and forgot the Robert. Well, I put it and I deleted it on accident, and you can't switch your name on there. Once it's in, it's locked. So on Twitch, it's Hot Facts with Reese. So this is streaming on Twitch right now. It's streaming on YouTube right now, and it's streaming on Facebook right now. I am doing that, and also, people, I need help. So, like I told you guys, I'm new. I'm new to all of this stuff on the YouTube side, and now I've been asked from multiple people in the messages at where can they find me on the podcast. So I do know with StreamYard, you can do some things as far as a podcast. I don't know. So if there's anyone out there that can actually help me out, on how I can get a podcast going, because some people said the type of job that they have, they want to hear me on the podcast. So that means that people, they are working and they're not supposed to have music, but they're trying to listen to me while they're at work. So a lot of guys in warehouses have already dropped it in. So people, I'm asking out there, how do I do this to a podcast? How do I do it from a podcast from the stream, from StreamYard to a podcast? So if someone can help me out there, I will gladly appreciate that. If there's anyone out there doing it, I know there's several content creators who are doing it. So if you are doing it, I will gladly appreciate the help. But if I don't get no love from you people, then people, it is what I told you earlier. And that would be some more proof right there. But yes. Now, I don't know if there's anyone going out tonight. I do know that Nova Dasher was out driving, and it was going in spurts. He would get one and then he would sit, and then other things like that. But he was in DC. I know he tried to leave DC to make some money because it was weird. I hope everyone that is working the evening time, wherever you are, you did make something. And if you did try to squeeze something out in the middle of the day, I know that might have been tough. Trying to get something at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I know it must have been rough right there, because that's normally when all the dudes are eating. That's when the sports are on. That's like prime time right there. So you probably really wouldn't get no orders, because it's different. Men don't, the whole family don't come for the men to go eat at the Black Bear Diner or, all the stuff. Like the guy the guy at the gas station, he said, how come they don't have no flowers up there for us? It's because we're men, man. You got to expect your socks and a good job. That's what you got to expect, like Al Bundy back in the day. But yeah, people, hope you guys, I went on live just for a little bit, only because of the mass rally that was going on, and I felt that it was only just to let the gig workers know that out there's a rally going on right now. It doesn't matter what job you have, they're fighting for all the jobs, and there's a lot of people up there that have gig jobs, and they are talking about the struggles of the gig jobs, and they're trying to get things in. I put that stuff up there with Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter up there to let you know that people, they're fighting all over the place. There was representatives from multiple states up there for all the jobs and all that stuff, trying to help out the gig workers. Like I said, there's a lot of content creators out there that talk about what they want to do. They talk about what they need to do as far as the companies, what they need to do, but you don't see them putting up the propaganda that's going to be out there to help us, showing the rallies that's really good going on, showing what's up, Marquise, showing, hey, man, I'm trying to keep this up, Marquise. I'm trying to do my thing, man. I'm trying to do my thing, and I'm trying to do it the best I can, and the best I can is trying to lead by example. I got some road dogs out there, the DoorDash revolution. A lot of people don't know, like, I think he's killing it. I think he's killing it with the info that he's giving out, and the way that he's giving it out, he is killing it because it's all actual and all factual. And I think that these are things that we do need to just keep clear. Now, you know what? I'm gonna read some comments right now too. I'm gonna do it from my phone right now because I just have it right here. Because last time I tried to go up there and read the same ones I wanted to do, and I couldn't. I'm gonna read this one right here. This one comes from Music City Gig Hustler. He says you're absolutely correct. Diamond or above can see all the information. That's why I keep my status in order to see everything. Have a good day and be safe. That came from my man right there. This one came from Jane Norris. Says your daughter is so pretty. Ava, she's getting a lot of love. My daughter's getting a lot of love, man. Kids can be cruel. I hope you told her she's beautiful. She is beautiful. When I was little, I was called names, and I'm just an average white girl. See, my daughter's touching. This comment right here. Ooh, this one is a good one. Oh, this is so sad. I'm Native American, and the lighter Native Americans, it says I'm Cherokee, and the lighter Cherokees are treated differently from the darker Cherokees. This goes on in every single race. We have to teach people. That's Native American right there, people. Look, people, and I got a comment. Oh, right back at you, right back. Thank you all for the Happy Father's Day love. Thank you. People, check this out. There is a comment right here. Hold on. No, where is it? Okay, now I have to click this one. Hold up now. Hold up. There's one that says, I remember it. It doesn't matter. Let me just try to go get it right here. I remember it. It said, I'm white, and I never knew that so many black people are being racist to each other. And like that's why I put that video up, because for anyone that is white or is from, well, pretty much, if you are Caucasian, and what I mean, because you can just say white and just think like American. If you are Caucasian, okay, and you have never known this, is because from your end, it's not taught. Prime example, and this is what I'm going to give you guys. How many Asian women have you seen with white guys? How many Asian women that came from another country are with white guys? Now, they are taught from where they are that white is prosperity. Okay? From your end, you are prosperity. So there's no need for you to look back. There's no need for you to look back if you're only going forward. There's nothing there for you to look back on, so you are not going to see it. You're only going to see it when it's really put in your face. And when it's really put in your face, it has to be put in your face with something like this. You see my daughter, she's light. She's super light skinned. So now you're trying to figure out, and now you're listening, and you really didn't know what happens. But just how I brought up the Cherokee situation, okay? The white is prosperity to a whole lot of other different ethnic backgrounds. That's what it is. So if you are lighter coming from the different ethnic background, the people in that group are going to look at you differently, okay? Because, like I said, prosperity. Now look at it like this: how we've been dealing with it from the slaves, from being the house slave and the field slave, the Uncle Toms and all of that stuff. That's what it is. The lighter you were, and the more you can blend in and try to play white, the more you got. So when people knew that you weren't white, you were one of them, they would start to hate because they can't get those things. Some people would actually go and tell, like, no, and excuse my French, but back then they were saying that's a nigga. That's a nigga right there. That's a nigger. No, that's a nigger like me. That's a nigger like me. That's what they were saying. They were hating on them because they said, they're going to use that to their advantage. And then that's how it was. And then that's how it was with all the other ethnic ones, because when you go back once, see, and this is a history thing, man, and a lot of people don't even like to hear this stuff, but you go hear it from me. This is hot facts. Once, and this is what it was. When the white dudes came over here, right? And then there's only the other ethnic groups wherever they go when they go to explore. So they're going for, if they're dark, that's what they're going to go and do, right? And then somehow there's kids made, right? So what do? They take the kid, okay? They take the kid if the dude's like, oh no, this kid's my kid, you'll be royalty. They'll take the kid, okay, and then they got to do that little mixing thing there to try to blend it out, and then boom. But then you get that to where them kids actually stay, and they are stuck there and stay, and now that's how all that other stuff happens, and then the lighter you are now, the more accepted you are, because now they can use you. Let's say the white man is trying to come to explore. They can use you to actually go and try to boom. So it goes both ways. They'll use you for that, but then they're going to hate because they can't do it. They're still stuck. And a lot of people, there's a comment here that I told the lady that she can come on the show. She got to slap yourself. She got to slap yourself with Fred Flintstone's club. She got slapped. She got slapped with that. She said about the video. She said, you're teaching your daughter wrong about vanity, and she thinks she's beautiful. She should not be thinking about looks. It's all your fault she's going through this. That's what it said. And I'm sitting there like, are you serious? What about that is about vanity? My daughter said my color of black is not like their color of black. What the hell does that have to do with vanity and looks? So you got slapped yourself with Fred Flintstone's hammer, club. That's what you got slapped with. You got slapped with Fred Flintstone's club. All up in the face. All up in the face. I got this text like 4 hours ago. Now it's hard for me to find it's hard for me to find the after I reply because this thing there's too many messages. There's too many. I try not to erase them. Like once I reply and fresh it out, it goes away because some of the replies, it's replying like someone made a reply on the message that someone else put. So once I go and refresh it, once I reply, it goes straight there. I don't see right where it's supposed to be. So it's hard. And then when I try to leave them here, there's too many messages to try to go back and find it. So I just got to just remember them as I read them. Like right now, let me try to refresh right now. Let me try to refresh. Says this one says, maybe tell your daughter that God created us both and he doesn't make ugly. Oh, one person said that you're not supposed to teach negativity. And I'm sitting there like, man, you want your kid to just come home crying, getting picked on? Man, that's nutso right there. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to read some of the comments from DoorDash. This is your problem, because we have some comments about that. And I do know that all of those are right here because those start off. All right, DoorDash, this is your problem. This one came from Sean Willis. He says, don't shame all drivers. I'm not shaming all drivers, man. I'm just shaming the drivers that actually do what that driver did. People, there's a video I put up, and it says, when the brave run for cover, my dogs are looking at the Jaguar, and then he kills the capybara, and then there's no more dogs on the couch. You can go ahead and check that video out. It's kind of funny. DoorDash, this is your problem. This one comes from Jose Chavez. Jose Chavez, mi amigo, what's up, compa? This dude right here, I know he work hard. He said, well said. Too many people creating situations and talking trash about people ordering through all these apps. He said, let's focus on getting things done and be grateful for opportunities given. And he gave one of these. Jose Chavez. Hey, people, guess what? We're almost at, we're right under 400,000 views, people. We're almost at 500,000 views, people. Now, for those of you who do not know, I did it the opposite of what most people do. I have all of my subscriptions in. I'm going to be at 2,000 subs probably I'm going to be at 2,000 subs within a couple of days, I think. But I did mine absolutely opposite of what everybody else does. Now, I am on this end, people. I have 2,300 watch hours. I'm trying to get to 4,000 watch hours, and that's it. So, people, if you can, go watch the videos. Go watch the videos. Go watch the videos. Just watch the videos. Support. You guys will learn a whole lot of stuff. Just go through and just watch the videos. That's all you got to do. That's how you can help me out there. I already got everything else checked off. I just need to get the rest of these hours. So the faster we watch the videos, like I have another account and I watch the videos on there, but I'm just about to go watch marathon of myself. So I'm gonna help my own cause. Yes. Now it's a delivery and a consultation. Driver customer relations 101. Now this is from Navy 380. Now he says, if Dr. Dre is a studio doctor, then you must be a gig doctor, certainly removing the hate in the community and delivering the goodies to the foodies. Dr. Rob, what up? Yeah, that's a good one right there, people. That's a good one right there, people. When you're doing your stuff, and that's why I put it on camera. Look, how many content creators are out there actually getting stories while they're doing delivery and get the altercation with the police officer, with the car in the ditch, and get an order, because that was my break time doing that to still work and deliver content for you guys. Imagine that. Working while I'm working. Imagine that. Hardest worker in the game. No, I take that Van. I'm trying to catch Van. Van is like the hardest worker in the game. He is a real Asian man. He probably speaks 5 different Asian languages. And what I mean, people are like, what do you mean 5 different Asian languages? People, Chinese is broken down into like 4 or 5 by itself. So you can go ahead and figure it out. You can figure the rest out. DoorDash, this is your problem. Justin Mr. P, 1 day ago. If it was a crappy order, I walk away too. There's always better opportunities when we drop orders that serve no purpose to our time nor our pockets. I understand that, G, but once you hit accept and get there, you got to be a man of your word. I can't trust you, man. I can't come together with a plan with you and then have you back it up. Like you might walk out. You might be the dude that if we get into a bar fight, you're gonna slip out the door. Listen to this story. Yep, went through this in school. Yep says yes, went through this in school. To these to hit on me because my skin wasn't dark, and they used to always figure me out and thought it was black and Mexican, but I have black features, and I went through all of that a lot, but then we ended up being friends. Oh, so you're not black and you have black features, and then they treated you like a light-skinned girl. Damn. Ooh, your parents probably didn't know what to do with you. Ooh, wee. DoorDash, this is your problem. Yeah, but it says, yeah, but you don't know her situation or even why she's leaving or what's going on. I see this same driver all the time. This driver is lazy. So the driver is lazy. I see this driver all the time. Like I said, orange shirt, red shirt, blue shirt, or tie-dye shirt. It's the same one. It says, even if she clicks on cancel order taking too long, most of our markets are so saturated with drivers that somebody will come and pick it up in 5 minutes later, right? No, not always the case. Some drivers will not come and get it based on the restaurant. They'll figure out that it's been passed. And then if it hasn't been passed, they have to try to make that decision to drive there. And then if they get another order while they're driving there, they're still going to drop that order out. So that customer is still going to get cold McDonald's fries, and that's nasty. Let me see. DoorDash, this is your problem. That's effed up. Yeah, that's effed up. Listen to this story. Harry Prater. I'm a 50-year-old white man. Your daughter is beautiful and real cute. I'm going to take that as a good thing because you're 50 and you're saying my daughter cute, and this is not that type of Law and Order thing. So I'm not thinking that, man. Don't even worry about that. DoorDash, this is your problem. Truth. I know I speak the truth. This is HotFacts. DoorDash is good for that mess. DoorDash, this is your problem. You don't know why she left. We have to budget our time. You want to blame us ruining the game when half the time the restaurants expect us to wait. Yes, they expect you to wait. You got to take the food after it's done. They expect us to wait. Then we're not allowed to look through the stuff. Yes, you are. You get there in front. You get there in front like I do, and I watch them make the food. I make comments. Some of the employees hate me, but my customers get their stuff right. So we have to count on you to get everything right, or our money gets effed up. Yeah, your money's going to get effed up if you're not paying attention. Your job as the contractor, you're picking it up. Your job is saying, I'm taking full responsibility for this order. So yeah, you got to be aware. See, you got to go watch the video I just did on what Domino's Pizza is looking for a delivery driver. And then if you cannot be a Domino's Pizza delivery driver, you cannot be working by yourself. And that's all I got to say about that. We aren't obligated to wait. Okay, people. Yes, you are obligated to wait. You're obligated to wait because you're going to pick up the order. You're obligated to wait. Oh my goodness. And if we have an emergency, we can cancel. Of course, if you have an emergency, of course, you're not stupid, but don't try to say all that other dumb stuff and then try to hide it with in case we have an emergency. No, you can't do that. Sometimes we have S, dude, and y'all don't let us use the bathrooms. Yes, they do let you use the bathroom. You have to know how to build that relationship. I'm allowed to use the bathrooms in all the places that I go into. I show you in the videos. You need to work on your relations with the merchants. How you are with them and working as a team and working as one, they will allow you certain benefits with them. Other drivers get so mad when I go into the same place and they tell them no and they tell me yes. And they say, well, what's up with him? Well, you don't do what I do. You need to learn to be cordial. You need to learn that and quit waving your phone in their face. Quit waving your phone. Just walk in and just shove it right in their face. Stop. If I was an employee, I would grab your phone and throw it right into the fish grease. Throw it right up in the fish grease. 9 to 8, and then it says 9 times out of 10, if there's a effed up, it's the restaurant. Well, it's okay, yes. If it 9 times out of 10, if it's effed up, it is the restaurant. But that's why you double check when you're up there. That's why these apps, they give you notes. It says, make sure you ask the so-and-so to double check. If you don't do that, that's your fault. They're giving you a message to have you do it. Do it. Just do it. If you don't do it, that's your fault. And it says, I've dealt with restaurant F-ups every single time I've dashed. Well, maybe it's gonna happen. Everything is not right. That's why I keep extra forks, spoons, knives, all that stuff, ketchup. And when I ask them, I say, did you remember this inside the bag? If they say, oh no, I ask them, well, can you put this on the side in another bag and seal it up? You got to know how to do your job. You cannot just be half-stepping your job and just because you are being negligent. You are being negligent. That is all on you. We're using our own vehicle and we get paid per order. Yes, you are using your own vehicle. If you started up your own business, you would still be using the vehicles that you are purchasing for your vehicle. So let me know when you are not going to be using your own vehicle. Duh. Everyone that has a job, that has a driving job, you use the vehicle. You get your oil changes and stuff like that, and that's how you can keep driving your car for longer. There's people that have 245,000 miles because all they do is they do the oil changes and all that stuff. You got to do what you got to do. You can't just be making up all this weird stuff. We got to use our vehicle. Yeah, you got to use your vehicle. What? You want them to give you a free vehicle too? Here's how you don't got to use your vehicle. Why don't you go rent a vehicle and just run that one up? But now you got to go make more money. You got to pay for that one. But guess what? If I go rent a vehicle, I can get a discount. What else does this say? Being paid by order, not by hour like you. Man, if you work efficiently, you are getting paid by hour. And let me tell you this, okay, since you've been watching my video, we're not getting paid by hour like you. Let me tell you this. I've been driving since 2015. I've been driving since there was no hourly, and I've been working, making the same for all these years. I've been doing it before this. So this what gives me the right to talk. You got to get out there and do it. I was taking $2 orders and turning them into $15 with my customer service, and that has never stopped. Now let me know when it's worked for you. You got to try sometime. The customer may have let her know he canceled because he's usually the first to know. I explained the order. See, now you get to slap yourself. I wasn't going to slap you. Now you get to slap yourself with Fred Flintstone's Club. Okay? I was going to let you slide, but now you get slapped in the face with it. I got 2 orders and we walked in the same time. Her order was done the same time mine was. So whatever you're saying, you don't make sense. And if this person's in my state, they're getting paid hourly too. Take all that back. You tried for a little bit. You tried. I give you credit for trying to come at me a little bit. I give you credit for that. A lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are afraid to come at me. Okay? A lot of people are afraid to come at me because they know I'm not coming to fight with you. I am coming to bring this side, and you gotta come respectfully and bring your side. That is what you gotta do. DoorDash, this is your problem. If the wait is more than 10 minutes, best to assign and move on to another order. Time is money. See, I understand Soul Seeker. I understand him because he's just saying in his market, he said 10 minutes. He didn't say 5. He says, man, I've done DoorDash, and it was times when I see my order and the employees are just having a debate over who got deed down the best last night, and I'm asking to be helped. It's a waste of time. I don't know what conversation he heard with them DoorDash people who was talking about sex and he's waiting for his order. But I'm showing videos of people actually working. But there are times when it's downtime and they can't give you the food if the food is not ready. There is no way possible they can give you the food if the food is not ready. People, you still got to wait for the food to be ready. You can't say the food is supposed to be there right when you get there. Do you know how many times I get there and the order is not even inside the computer yet? Someone made a comment right now. Never ends. Mark Bradley said, listen to this story. He says it never ends. He said, exactly, this story never ends. Now, someone said, this got 421 likes right here in between the text. Someone said, remind her every day that she is absolutely gorgeous. That has 420 likes. All these comments, there's so many likes in between. This is ridiculous. But this is a good teaching lesson right here. People, color shades and skin colors is something that we all got to deal with, people. Today was a good positive day for Juneteenth, Father's Day. Check out the beginning of this actual live. A lot of great stuff. There's people out there fighting for people to get paid more for doing everything that we are doing out there. More, I challenge all other content creators in the gig economy to get as active as I am in the community and really bring the things that people really need to hear. Okay, let them see that people are out there fighting for them with hundreds of thousands of people, and other people from other states are representing the other states are up there speaking loud about more pay and equality for men, for women, for the homeless, for middle class, for workers, for everyone, everywhere. That is what was on here at the beginning today. That's why I put that on. Juneteenth, happy Father's Day. Let's be positive. That boycott they got on me, the no work order, we are working around that by bringing in the real stuff that the community needs to hear, that the community needs to listen to. We got that right here on Hot Facts. Be here, people, every single time I put on a live. Nothing but knowledge, okay? Now, like I always do, I'm out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2.